students. So we'll go to the next algorithm, that is shortest job first scheduling algorithm. Okay, so first we had seen was FCFS, that is non-preemptive. That is, once you give the control of CPU to a process, then you cannot forcefully take away. Whereas the shortest job for scheduling, you have two types. It can be either preemptive or it can be non-preemptive. So non-preemptive, in the exam they can ask you as just SJF. Okay, they'll give you process and burst time, and along with that they can also give you arrival time, and they will ask you to calculate average waiting time and average turnaround time using SJF. SJF means non-preemptive. Non-preemptive means you cannot stop forcefully. Okay, remember. Whereas preemptive, forcefully you can take away the control. You can take away control of CPU from a process. Okay, just remember these two. If you have understood these two, then you won't find any difficulty in solving this. So this is the main thing. Non-preemptive, you cannot stop between, whereas preemptive you can stop. So we'll go to the first problem here, that is process is given to you, burst time is given, you have to find the average waiting time and turnaround time. Given the arrival time as 0 millisecond, so all the processes are arriving at 0 millisecond. So shortest job first. So what is the meaning of shortest job first? Is you are giving such a process first priority to execute, that is control of CPU is given to such process whose burst time is less. Okay, so whoever is having a smaller burst time, they will be executed first. Okay, so by doing this you can reduce that waiting time. Okay, so according to this, so we have to draw the Gantt chart. So in a Gantt chart, so what we said, all the process have come in at 0 millisecond. So in our Gantt chart, which will be the first process? So in first come first serve, what did we do? Whichever is first according to the order we went. But now in shortest job first, that is non-preemptive here, or SJF also you can say, what we are doing, whichever process is having the shortest burst time, that will be executed first. So according to this, P4 is given the control of CPU first. So P4 takes how many milliseconds to complete? 3 milliseconds. So it will go from 0 to 3. So P4 is done. So you have P1, P2 and P3. Out of this, which is having the shortest burst time? That is P1. P1 takes how many milliseconds to complete? 6. So for this 3 you add 6, you will go up to 9. Okay. So now P1, P4 and P1 is done. Now you have P2 and P3. Out of this, which is having the smallest burst time? P3. So P3 takes 7 milliseconds to complete. So for this 9 you add 7. So it will go up to 16. And the last one pending is P2. P2 takes how many milliseconds to complete? It takes 8 milliseconds to complete. So for the 16 you add 8. So we'll go up to 24. This is how you're drawing the Gantt chart. Okay. So 10, 18, 18 plus 6 how much? 24. Okay. So this value should be same. That is just for verification purpose. That's all. Okay. Now we'll calculate the waiting time. Waiting time for P1, P2, P3 and P4. So P1 came in at 0 millisecond. Where it got the CPU? It got the CPU at 3 millisecond. So 3 minus 0, that is 3 millisecond. So this you can write, don't get confused with this. Okay. P2. P2 came in at 0 millisecond, but what time it got the CPU? 16. So 16 minus 0, that is 16 millisecond. P3 came in at 0 millisecond, got the CPU at 9 millisecond. So 9 minus 0, that is 9 millisecond. Finally P4 came in at 0, got the control of CPU also at 0. 0 minus 0, that is 0 millisecond. Therefore average waiting time is equal to 3 plus 16 plus 9 plus 0 divided by how many number of processes, that is 4. So how much you get? 16 9 3 15 18 28. So 28 by 4. 28 by 4, how much you get? Those many milliseconds. Okay. How much? 7 milliseconds. Okay. Next, you have turnaround time. So the formula for turnaround time is burst time plus waiting time. Okay. So we have to calculate for each of the process. So for P1, what is the burst time of P1? 6. 6 plus waiting time is 3. So it became 9. P2 burst time is 8. Waiting time is 16. P3 burst time is 7. Waiting time is 9. P4 burst time is 3. Waiting time is 0. So 24, 16, 3. Therefore, average turnaround time will be equal to 9 plus 24 plus 16 plus 3 divided by 4. That is how many number of process. So how much it will be? 10, 19, 22, 4, 5. 52 by 4. How much it will be? Around 13 milliseconds. Okay. So this is how we are calculating the average turnaround time. I hope you have understood. So this is your non-preemptive SJF. So in SJF, what you're doing, whichever process is having the shortest burst time, that will be executed first. Thank you.